coming up this week?
The world's coldest cowboys.
That was incredible. Absolutely dashing across the water on horseback.
Ancient stained glass and very careful hands.
I've been working here for 30 years, and every time I see this, my heart sings. They are so beautiful.
And how to get your old banger across a frozen lake.
Oh, it's worse than I thought. It sounds very bad. It's fixed Russian style. I mean.
As the seasons begin to change, Icelandic farmers drive their horses down dales and mountains to events known as roundups, so they can shelter them on farms during the harsh winters. We've travelled to the northwest of Iceland to attend one of the biggest roundups in the country, known as Laufsglariat. We're here to find out why this spectacular Icelandic tradition is more than an annual event. It's a way of life. Icelandic horses. This breed perfectly embodies their homeland. They're rugged, tough, and absolutely stunning.
And these guys aren't just any old horses. These are Viking horses.
Their ancestors were ridden by Viking warriors when they first came to Iceland over 1,000 years ago.
They can actually carry, they can pull, and they are excellent to sit on. So I think the Vikings were clever, you know, not only cruel, they were also clever.
This is the only breed of horse in Iceland. And it's an important part of Icelandic heritage and culture.
These are all purebred Icelandic horses, and if they ever leave the country, they can't come back.
Hucker is a horse farmer, and every spring, when the lambing season's done, he and many other farmers let their horses spend their summers roaming free in the highlands and valleys of Iceland.
It's very good for their upbringing. They live there with big herds, and they learn the most in the herd, the behavior and how to survive, to walk in the landscape, all this stuff.
Haukar is part of a collective of farmers who run a tour company called Icelandhestar, which gives tourists like me the chance to be a cold cowboy and find out what makes these horses so special.
On the back of an Icelandic horse, looking out at this landscape, it's not terrible, is it?
Icelandic horses have been bred over the years to be friendly and trusting of humans, which means you can travel across the countryside in a unique fashion.
You know, the way we travel when we're traveling with our horses is that we have this herd of loose horses with us. And they are there that we can stop and swap, you know. So we are always having a fresh horse, and we keep up the tempo. We ride a bit faster than always. So we ride, stop, swap, go. We can go on forever, actually.
The way to get the wild horse to come with you is up, 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 like this. Woo!
Most horses can trot, canter and gallop. But not every horse can tolt, a special gait that Icelandic horses have, which doesn't just get you across the harsh terrain, but it gets you across it quickly and comfortably.
The tolt. that feels like you're sitting on a soft sofa. You know, they are very, very smooth. Only one foot at a time is on the ground, so they are kind of moving quite like a fast walk, actually.
We reach the final leg of our ride, and to complete it, we have to cross an ancient trail which goes straight across this lake. But as we swap our horses in preparation for the task ahead, we receive a Norse omen in the shape of a sea eagle.
We have a lot of old beliefs here, you know, superstitious a little. The ravens know a lot. The eagle is very important. He's watching over us a little and bringing us luck. That's what I believe in, at least. You know.
And with that piece of good news, it's time to hit the water.
That was incredible. Absolutely dashing across the water on horseback, surrounded by these beautiful mountains. I think it's one of the most exhilarating things I've ever done in my life. Woof.
As autumn moves out, signs of winter begin to move in, and even the rugged Icelandic horses need help to shelter from the coldest season of them all. Every year, the Icelandic farmers head to the highlands and into the valleys to round up their horses and bring them home for winter. The horses are driven to lower ground, to places like this. This is Laufsklariat, one of the biggest roundups in Iceland.
Every farmer has its small piece of the paddock. Then you help each other out to put the correct horses in the correct part of it. This takes a while, but it works.
Oh, I think I can definitely fit this one in my hand luggage.
Due to COVID, this amazing spectacle has seen fewer people able to attend this year's event.
Usually it's packed with people, you know, it's tons of people, everybody drinking, laughing, singing. It's so much more quiet right now. So it's a little bit different, but it's cozy, it's nice. We got all the nearest family and friends. So.
In normal times, a huge ball would be held after the event that thousands of people would attend. But in farmhouses across the countryside, Icelanders are still celebrating in their own ways that the faithful equine friends have made it home safely for the winter.
Well, we're not in a great hall and nobody's drinking mead back there. But I think it's fair to say that when it comes to celebration, the old Viking spirit is alive and well.
Next, we're off to Canterbury Cathedral in southeast England, where research has been taking place on its world-famous stained glass. It's been thought that the earliest of this glorious glass dates back to 1176. But could this new fact-finding mission reveal some surprising results? Canterbury Cathedral is one of the most important places of worship in England, and it's where Archbishop Thomas Becket was brutally murdered in 1170 by supporters of King Henry II. For hundreds of years, it's attracted visitors from all over the world. And one of its biggest draws has been its stunning stained glass.
There's a magic about it. It changes all the time with the light. Our wonderful early medieval stained glass windows were made by the superstars of their time. And they are truly some of the best in the world.
Behind the creation of these medieval masterpieces was a sophisticated and international artistic trade.
Most of the glass in the early and high Middle Ages was made in what is now northern France and southern Belgium, that sort of region. They would make sheets of glass and then pack them into straw and onto barges and just send them across the rivers and across the Channel to England. Craftsmen, master masons travelled all over Europe. There were no real borders. I'm preparing to paint the face of Christ. No pressure.
As well as maintaining and restoring the glass, Leonie's team carry out research.
A detective story combined with archaeology. These are historical documents. They obviously tell us about how people in the Middle Ages experienced their world. This panel here shows us the scene of the execution of Aylward of Westerning. And it's all depicted in great graphic detail. This is a guy who's had his eyes gouged out and his testicles removed. It's really, really evocative of the scene. You can nearly hear him scream.
But for over 30 years, there's been an unsolved mystery over the cathedral's most famous windows, the ancestors of Christ.
We thought that the earliest of those dated to about 1176. But in the 1980s, a wonderful art historian called Madeleine Caveness suspected these figures were much older. She thought at the time that nobody would ever be able to prove it. She was just going from a stylistic analysis.
A team from University College London have been analysing some of the ancestor series.
We use a non-invasive technique that sends a beam onto the surface of the glass. This beam of X-rays interacts with the material and re-emit another radiation that is detected and processed by the instruments. Studying the chemical composition of the glass, we are able to understand the periods in which was produced and also its origin. So what we found out is that the glass from the ancestor series, it's older than we originally thought. So we proved an hypothesis put forward by Madeleine Caveness in 1987.
This new research estimates that the windows could be half a century older than previously thought, making them amongst the oldest in situ stained glass in the world.
To now find that she's been proved right is just so thrilling, you know, it's decades later. That's so wonderful because that art historian is still alive. And to call her up and, you know, after all these decades later, to say to her, you were right and we could prove it, that is fantastic. Hello, Madeleine! Wonderful to see you. Congratulations on getting your thesis verified after all this time.
It was absolutely extraordinary, rejuvenating. And, you know, octogenarians love to have early memories, and so it brought back so much. Yeah. But the main thing is to realize that with this little tiny pebble that I put in the water so long ago, 35 years ago, could so much later be taken up and ingeniously prove that I was right. So it does feel good. And you know, it's been a tough couple of years through all of this, and I grow older. So yeah, absolutely extraordinary experience. It really, it means a lot to me. It really does.
In proving that these windows are older than originally thought, we now know that they were present to bear witness to Thomas Becket's grisly murder and the spectacle of King Henry II begging for forgiveness. And this discovery is just the beginning. The research on this ancient glass continues. Who knows what other secrets could soon be uncovered?
Still to come on the travel show.
We follow an amazing road trip across the frozen surface of Lake Baikal. Almost 400 miles long and full of cracks. And as if that's not hard enough, here's the car they're doing it in.
Ice is really thin. Last year it was super thin and now this year it's even more thin.
So don't go away.
Our next trip is to a literal hotspot located in a lava field in southern Iceland that's over 800 years old. The Blue Lagoon. It's a geothermal wellness spa. Containing waters with supposedly extraordinarily rejuvenative qualities, the site attracts visitors from across the globe. Iceland runs 100% on renewable energy. The Blue Lagoon is man-made, and its waters are the byproduct of a nearby geothermal power plant.
But fun fact about the Blue Lagoon, it's not actually blue, it's white, but the silica's reflection of the sunlight makes it appear blue.
The waters flow from 2,000 metres below the surface of the Earth. It's there, deep underground, that they're imbued with silica, algae and a whole host of minerals that are said to be great for your skin.
So you could kind of call it like a fountain of youth here. So it's really great for small lines and wrinkles in the skin and keeps you fresh and young forever.
Fountain of youth, brilliant. Can't wait to jump in.
Of course, I can't take these claims at face value. I'd really better try them for myself.
Oh, this is a very odd sensation of being absolutely freezing on top and then very calm and comfortable down below. Oh, it's lovely, it's like a bath.
I suppose all I have to do now is lay back and wait to look 10 years younger. It's a hard job for some. And to wrap up this week, we head to Siberia for the first in a 3-part series following 3 friends from Lithuania on a teeth-chatteringly cold 1,000-kilometre journey across the frozen surface of Lake Baikal, the world's largest freshwater lake. And if that weren't challenging enough, they're doing it all in a communist-era car.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Irkutsk International Airport. Temperature there was 27 degrees below zero.
Minus 27.
I am Karolis. Sometimes we call me Explorer. Right now I'm here with 2 other mad guys and we are about to cross the deepest lake in the world on ice called Baikal. To cross that lake either way, on foot, by car, motorcycle, is a huge challenge. We will do this on the Russian car, which we'll buy today for 800 euros. Keep looking.
He's older than I am, 1.5 liters, 75 horsepower, good tires. Spiked tires. And
What about color?
color is good. Yellow. Okay, I think we need to call him.
I'm calling regarding your car. You're selling the car, Lada.
Today. Jurgis, we can solve this somehow.
Yeah, I have an idea.
It doesn't look good.
Air conditioning working?
Sorry?
Air conditioning.
Air conditioning? Yes, it's already working, you know? You see?
Owner, what about heated seats?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, what do we have here? Oh, it's worse than I thought. We have to change it also. It sounds very bad. It's fixed Russian style. Come here. Ice. Man, you want the challenge? You will get the challenge.
For me, the safety is on the first place. You need to come back home alive and healthy. We're already on the shore of Baikal. I feel a bit shaking. I'm just hoping just all goes well.
If the car breaks through the ice, guys, I'm there. No, forget that, I don't care. Is it water?
30 centimeters is not bad.
Not bad is 1.5 meters.
Ice is really thin. I think last year it was thin, super thin, and now this year is even more thin. Fingers crossed. We need to pray well now. Baikal is Baikal. It's serious, huh? You cannot joke with that.
And we'll be catching up with Carolis and co on part 2 of their epic drive next week.
And that's unfortunately all we've got time for this week. But coming up next time, wish me luck.
We find out how the fast electric cars of Extreme E are raising awareness of climate change.
Well, don't forget you can catch up with loads more of our adventures on BBC iPlayer. We're on social media too. Just search BBC Travel Show on the main platforms and you'll find us there. But for now, from me and all my new Viking friends I've met here in Iceland, it's goodbye.